Hi, I'm Gary with DeWitt Inspections. I'm going to show you a few of the things you can watch out for when you're out looking at houses. Most of this is pretty obvious, and some items are costly to repair. My intention is to enhance the way you look at the house, so you start to see things the way I do. This won't replace a home inspection, but it will help get you started in the right direction, and maybe save you some time, money, and aggravation. This is some tile that was installed without enough mortar. It's cracking and loosening. Not all cracked tile you see was improperly installed, but it's likely when you see many cracks in different areas. When you see cracked tiles or grout in a raised foundation house, or on a second floor, something different may be going on. The subfloor under the tile was not prepared correctly. It flexes too much under foot traffic, and the tile cracks. See the darker areas of concrete where dust and debris accumulates? This patio is low between the two stairs. Rainwater will pool there. This will deteriorate the house and foundation over time and is expensive to correct. Cracks between a chimney and stucco wall are common. If the crack is large or larger at the top than at the bottom, it's cause for concern. The chimney may be settling. This 85-year-old retaining wall is showing its age. Here is a sizable crack. A home inspector cannot comment on the stability of the wall, but cracks like these will cost money, even if it's only $1,000 or $2,000 you spend to have an engineer look at it and report. Repair or replacement would be very costly. If you can see the roof from the ground, take a good look. This one is very worn at the top right corner. A closer look and you can tell it's ready for replacement. This roof is also worn. Most of the granules are gone in some areas. The ridge shingles are deteriorated. One good storm and this roof is likely to leak. It certainly will not last the winter. Estimate by a roofer to replace this roof, 1,800 square foot house, was $8,000. The covering on this roof is almost new, but there are structural problems. See how the ridge is bowed? Inside the garage, you can see the broken framing. Estimate to fix just the framing was $6,000 to $8,000. This is always a good sign. The supply plumbing has been replaced with copper pipe recently. What you may not be able to see is if the plumber cheated and didn't replace all the pipe, like here under the house. One telltale indication of steel pipe still in use is rust in the water when you turn on a fixture. Copper does not rust. Turn on the showers and tubs when you look at a house. I occasionally find a fixture with no water at all. The electrical panel is the heart of the electrical system in a house. There are certain brands of electrical panels and circuit breakers made from the 1950s through the 1970s that are not reliable. They will not protect the house from an electrical fire should there be a problem with the wiring or an appliance. You can spot them easily by the odd colors of breakers they sometimes have, or the brands Federal Pacific, Zinsco, or Sylvania. I always recommend replacement of these panels for safety reasons. Depending on the size and complexity of the job, electricians will charge $1,000 to $3,000 for a new reliable panel. Here the wiring from the house to the garage is just two bare wires. The insulation is long gone. The wires are less than 8 feet above the ground and can be accidentally contacted with a metal tool handle. The wiring should be replaced with buried conduit. This can get expensive if there is a patio or driveway that need to be cut. The owner of this 1950s furnace said it worked fine. Go ahead and start it up. The gas company disagreed. They had turned off the gas and red tagged the furnace. It was not safe to light, much less use. These red tags are usually obvious. In this case, the furnace had to be replaced. You might not be able to see the ducts unless you go into the attic or crawl space, but if you happen to see some in the basement or garage with corrugated, foil-covered insulation, or white coverings at the connectors or registers, it is known to contain asbestos. When the furnace gets replaced, an asbestos abatement company will have to be called in to remove the material at additional cost. Most houses built before 1992 have some asbestos or lead paint in them. This affects any remodeling projects you have in mind too. This was the air return to the furnace in a brand new building. The pipe shown here is a drain for the furnace condensate. It would have been just fine if the drain was almost anywhere else. Unfortunately, the drain below connects directly to the outside patio and walkway drains. The furnace fan will draw outside air into the unit and distribute it throughout the house. Moisture stains like these are always a problem for inspectors. The leaks may have been repaired or the roof replaced since they last occurred. If the area feels wet, of course there is an ongoing problem. I test with a moisture meter when possible. They are most commonly found around appliance flues and under second-floor bathroom fixtures. All of this information is intended to help you weed out houses with more problems than you are prepared to buy into. However, you will still need the seasoned experience of a home inspector and a thorough inspection to catch all the possible significant items. Here is a broken drain pipe in a crawl space that was not visible from outside. Yes, that's raw sewage under the house. I strongly advise my clients to check with the city building department regarding any permits and sign-offs on the property. This addition was built without any permits by amateurs, with several structural and roofing problems. Here you can see the new roof improperly resting on the original one. At least the roof, if not the whole addition, will need to be torn down and rebuilt at great expense. My client terminated their contract on this one. This is by no means a complete list of all possible significant defects. That list would be endless. I wanted to help you spot some of the more visible and costly defects during your search for a house, so you can make an intelligent decision as to which house to make an offer on. There is a link in the notes below to a page on our site with more information on these and other important safety and maintenance items on houses. I invite you to learn all you can before making your home buying decision. I hope I've been helpful. If you have any questions or anything I can help you with, please don't hesitate to text or call. Thanks for watching.